Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to the second part of Too Late, My Street When Angels Fall, Episode 8, Season 6, Minecraft Roleplay. You get the idea. And, yes, so it seems I'm 9 minutes late starting this one, but whatever. I don't know, I was watching my notifications, so I don't know what happened. Either way, I'm not going to ramble on so much this time, so let's just get straight into it. In fact, there's not even a logo this time. We just got flung straight into the action. So let's go.
Back cave.
Bat cave?
I said back cave. We can't get out from here.
Then we'll swim.
But we need to go back for Afmal.
Yeah, you do. I was surprised you left without her. I mean, she was right there. One of you could have pushed Ian over very easily because he was distracted dramatically monologuing. It is every villain's weakness. And I should know, I'm a writer. I write villains with that weakness.
I don't know what your plan was, but you should have never come back to the cave. That was a stupid decision.
I'm sorry, what are you doing there then?
We were,
The smartest thing we can do now is get help.
Get help? I heard what Ian said. Captain of the Guardian Forces. You want to get help so you can just lock them up just like everyone else.
It was the only way we could make sure the Ultima didn't escape.
By imprisoning werewolves, we're just normal people.
The longer we stay here, the more at risk we are. You saw how dangerous that man Ian is. And if what he said is true...
Don't!
This is Esmond checking in. Jon, are you there?
Ooh, Esmond. Clearly a code name, but still a nice reference to the Divine Warrior from Minecraft Diaries, in case no one got that.
Over.
Roger that, Esmond. We hear you loud and clear. We lost your signal 90 minutes ago. A team is inbound towards your last coordinates. Is everything okay?
We have a critical situation in the resort sector. The missing werewolves have been located, and we need a team here to extract them. There's also an extremely dangerous human with them that used some sort of elixir to enthrall all of them.
Sir, I need to know the location.
There's a cave behind the waterfall on Horalis Peak. Follow the cave system for 100 meters, and you should find the cavern they're held out in.
Sir, we need to know your location. Waterfall? There's a cavern?
I am not the priority. The werewolves are inside the cavern.
Again, you're inside the cavern as well, technically, so just give them your location, and they'll have to enter. I mean, even if they do enter through the back cave, there's only one way to the back cave, and that goes through to the main entrance again. So what's the issue with disclosing your own location? I mean, even if you knew with exactitude where he was, and surely they can track his phone anyway, so I still don't see what the issue is.
Sir, we need to know your location.
I am not in danger! Focus your efforts on the werewolves!
Your location, sir. We need to know where you ran after you met Ian.
And there it is. Well done. I mean, they did say. Oh, also, the googly eyes are still on the back there. Wow. Oh, the details.
You never said.
We need to get out of here. Now!
See, and they wouldn't need to escape if they couldn't track his phone, therefore making the conversation about his location completely redundant.
Aaron! Aaron! They left, but they took the boat with them!
Well, what else were they going to do? That's like saying, oh yes, well, we came in a car, we just wanted to walk away instead. No, but seriously, it's surprising that they didn't actually patrol the area I think that's what Kawaii-chan's be focusing more on. The fact that they didn't actually patrol the area, they just kind of docked. Interesting. I wonder why they did that. That's not very clear.
Today, a third member
What's
of the
wrong?
Lycan
What
family has
happened?
been captured and executed. Rachel Lycan was detained this evening.
Okay, hang on a second. That's the same news report as last episode. So is he watching that on loop? If so, was it recorded previously? Because it just came on the TV. Why did they have the TV on in the first place? As you can tell, I've got quite a few questions.
Aaron, you need to stay with me. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna go home. Everything is going to be okay.
Oh, don't say that. You know that's not true. Whenever someone says everything is going to be okay, they never mean it. It doesn't mean anything. Aaron is old enough to know that. Just don't say that to people, okay? Anyone who says it to people, stop saying that to people, because unless you truly mean it, they're going to notice that you don't, and it's going to make the situation even worse.
Hey guys, Jess here, and before this episode continues, I just want to let you guys know we have the Aaron Lycan hoodie.
Oh, don't start with the Aaron Lycan hoodie again. I don't want to put more classical music over this, okay? I did that once already. And I know I gave her credit for being, you know, cute and endearing in the middle of the scenes. But the thing is that in the last part, that actually worked. Here, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So I'm just gonna skip this part.
Command has ordered us to clear from the resort until the guests arrive.
We'll make sure it gets done. Everything must be ready.
Clear from the resort? But if the Guardian forces aren't in the resort... I know that people can't exactly escape, they can't exactly swim away, but... Still, that just gives people time to organize themselves. And also these guests that are arriving... I'm guessing that's referring to Zach and Elizabeth. No, not Zach and Elizabeth, just Elizabeth, because Zach's already here. This is what happens when you have a series on hiatus. I understand why they needed to. But still, there was no animation in the last one. That's why I thought they were, you know, really focusing on. I mean, they are really focusing on it, because they said. But I guess they're saving it for later episodes, because I thought they were going to be in the last part. They might be in this part. Who knows? Let's find out.
I really hate them.
Freeze! Hands in the air, slowly. JON, this is Unit 34. I found a werewolf wandering away from the camp. Do you want me to escort him back to his alpha? Over.
Roger that. Escort him back. Deliver him back to the Alpha. Understand? Over.
Roger that. I'll bring him back there immediately.
That could actually lead him towards the area where Zane was seen last. So actually this could work in Gareth's favour. Again, if he plays his cards right. And it's definitely going to lead him to Aphmau.
Alpha.
Alright, you. I don't know why you left the cave, but you...
Oh, or Zane's right there. I guess that works too. My second guess was going to be that he was observing from the distance. But of course, Zane is not one to simply observe. Zane takes action.
Zane! Brother!
Zane! Brother! Why the heck are you out in the open?
Why are you looking out in the open in your werewolf form? That's a better question. I mean, people being out in the open is one thing. I guess there's kind of a curfew because no one else is around, but even so...
Follow me!
Oh my, that's convenient.
Hey, get out of here! Gareth? Zane?
What are you two doing here?
Trying to get off this island. What about...
Garth, you're a werewolf?
Perfect. It's time to gather the crowd. Start the evacuation of the island through the resort. I want as many people there as possible.
Oh, so now you want to evacuate the island? Oh. You had this set up from the very beginning. I mean, whatever power you thought you needed, you did not. As far as I've seen so far, you did not need it. I guess it's kind of cool that he seems to be able to see through Travis, but that was kind of implicit before, and with the eyes it makes more sense. That's probably why he had the green eyes, to block Michael from that signal or whatever. Just wow. Why now?
Yes, sir. We've already begun to gather the guests from the boardwalk. Where do you want us to put them?
Take them through the main walkways, slowly. Be ready to stop them at a moment's notice.
We will begin the evacuation immediately, and wait for further direction once the guests are at the resort.
Good. What's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning of this? Hadn't you assimilated all of your GS before? I guess it could have happened beforehand. But then again, it's awfully convenient of him of that to happen. Well, I suppose that it could now, but then again, Lucinda's probably immune to control, given that she got freed from it. I'm not sure how that works. Another detail I like to point out is the fact that Michael seems to have golden imprints on his forehead. That might just be the resolution of my computer, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that is. Maybe that's what happened to him after he gained that power that he's been talking about so much, which is probably going to free him from whatever's happening here.
What are you doing?
Don't worry. This spell doesn't hurt. It's just meant to keep you immobilized.
Will the witch come to play? Careful what you do next. It may come to bite you in the end.
It's clear. It's now or never. You're going to pay for what you've done!
That aura. You've been on this island before, haven't you? With her, though, where's the rest of your soul? Misplaced it? Or maybe you sacrificed it.
I'll kill you!
So Ghost isn't an entire entity. Well, there's my second most popular video of all time, completely disproven then. Perfect. What a great time.
We don't know what you are, or why you're doing all of this, but we know that body isn't yours. How long will you survive without a host? A minute? A couple of seconds?
You have no idea what you're about to do.
Get rid of him already!
I hope it stings.
But you said it didn't hurt. Oh wait, no, different spell, never mind.
Stop! Let me go!
You're gonna pay for what you did to Melissa!
Don't do it! Stop!
He's awful at pretending. And they thought Daniel was bad at lying. That was just poor, Michael. Poor. Wow, what a twist. Whatever.
What have you done?
There's no indication of any repercussions yet. You haven't mentioned them. Why am I so surprised? Oh, well, there we go. There's animation. Alright then.
Travis! What's wrong?
Guess that means playtime is over.
Aaron! Ian had potions. He took over the camp. He has Avmal!
Gareth! Travis! What did you do?
Garoth, could you do me a favor?
Oh, don't call him Garoth. That's what Ivy called him. You do not want to call him Garoth. Sorry. Serious moment. But again, Zane has immunity because he's had that effect on him before. This is showing a side to Forever Potions that actually it's Nasib mentioned might actually be the case. That once you have immunity to them, they cannot be applied twice. Indeed, you have that immunity forever. Thus, Afmal and Zane cannot be controlled. Although, I guess that's means that Zane is definitely in trouble right now. Wait. In Minecraft Diaries episode 100, we got an epic showdown between Zane and Gareth, trapping them both in the Irene dimension. Except for that last time, Zane was the bad guy. Are we gonna get a role reversal in animation? So excited. I just cracked my knuckles. I don't know why I did that. Carry on.
And take care of your brother.
Gareth, what are you doing? Gareth, stop! Please! Someone! Anyone!
Ah, Mifa have no nonsense when it comes to their ears. Ah, kawaii. That's very nice and all, but how long have you been holding that position to know that Aaron was going to appear there?
Aaron!
Shh. The men have to talk, little babe. You liar. We all trusted you. Looked up to you. You were the reason why we're all being hunted.
I mean, it didn't make any sense to lie to them. I know Blaze is under control, but it does make sense that he's angry. Again, going back to episode 6 and why I gave it a negative review.
just the man I've been looking for. You know, you could have stopped all of this if you just killed me in those woods. A real alpha would have, but you didn't. And here we are, again, because of your failure. This time, you have something I want. Something you're going to give back. You wouldn't upset me, would you?
Gareth, it's okay. You don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh my goodness, that's what... Okay. I'm trying to think. Someone did that. Was it Lawrence who did that in Diaries episode 100? Oh, it's so confusing. I need to watch that again. Because this definitely parallels it. It's not even a season finale. Because it doesn't say season finale, so it can't be.
We both love you. You don't want to hurt your brother. Everything will be okay.
Oh, actually, that's what Aaron did in season 4. Sorry, I'm messing up the parallels here. And I'm not taking a stab at them. It's taking a stab, haha, pun not intended. I'm not taking a stab at them for repeating things. It's very good to see consistency and parallels within a series. There's a difference between making parallels and copying yourself and repeating things. And this is the parallels version. And I love it.
You're going to give them back to me.
Aaron, don't!
Quiet. Are you willing to let me kill her? It's quite simple. Just give them back.
Oh, that had no pain involved whatsoever. Again, going back to what I said about werewolf metabolism back in the day. I mean, really, that was quite the achievement. Because again, humans usually have painful transformations, but I guess because Ian started off that way and has that metabolism boost, that works. But again, that means that a strength forever potion on a human is not as powerful as a base form werewolf. Which makes me wonder if Ian took a strength potion, which apparently he did, given that he survived that stab wound. Wait, no, I just said in base form it wouldn't have done anything. But if he did take a strength potion, then he might be on equal grounds with Aaron as an Ultima. Which you could then argue he should have done that in the first place. But I'm not going to argue that, because as we've demonstrated, Ian clearly isn't the most logically motivated person. He's more of just emotionally driven. So I guess I won't fault him too much for that one.
I know you can hear me. Your time is up. Everything you protected.
Where's Zane? He's not there.
Everything you saved will return to nothing. And your little toys.
Why didn't she do that before? If it was that easy to shift him off, why did she not do that before?
Are mine. There is no stopping it now. As soon as I make it into a new relic, I'm coming there, and I will kill you.
So the green eyes returned. That... I'm trying to think of what that might mean. But like, once again, I'm speechless. That's twice in one day. You had 2 parts of the same episode, and I'm left speechless in both of them. One thing I guess I can point out is the fact that Aphmau isn't Irene in this episode. In fact, going back to MyStreet Multiverse, if in that one we saw how Codex Ross in the Roommates universe made kind of a fragment of himself come to life in the exact same form as he did last time. Could Aphmau somehow be that fragment, even though she had a natural birth via Zack and Sylvana? Genuine question. Or maybe Zack had nothing to do with Aphmau's conception. I guess I know that way we'd end up having a Jesus complex or whatever, but if say that were the case, that would kind of explain why Aphmau was not born a werewolf, even though I do think it is genetically possible if werewolf alleles are recessive, or if werewolf alleles are dominant, sorry. But he happened to have a dominant and a recessive. It's quite possible. I was going to do a theory on that, but I never did. I guess I wasn't speechless after all. I guess I do have something to say. I have things to say about everything. That's the nature of my reviews. Oh, look at that, they're alive already. I would have just cut the episode there, actually, and have this be the start of episode 9. I thought that would have been way more powerful to end on the green eyes. But I guess they're going somewhere with this. I hope they're going somewhere with this.
Aphmau? Is she okay?
Is she okay? I know that's something that you say, but... Come on, Kawaii-chan, come on. Also, where's Gareth? I guess Zane probably knocked out Gareth or something. I thought Kawaii-chan was going to knock out Gareth, honestly, because, again, she's taken out him and Lawrence before. She was a force to be reckoned with at the very beginning. So it is entirely possible. Maybe we could even got a D&D reference with the frying pan. Although I guess that would have kind of killed the mood a bit. A bit like the Batcave joke at the beginning of this episode. Once again, I'm proving that I have something to say about everything. Moving on.
She'll be fine. Don't worry. It'll be okay. We'll get you help.
It hurts. Aaron, I...
Please, don't leave me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't want to die. Aaron, please. Is she okay? What happened?
Stop asking that question.
She is... Irene.
What happened? Zane, please, tell me. Is she okay? What
just like that, the episode ends. So, I guess I was wrong. That was a way more powerful ending. All I could do was sit and watch and almost hold back the tears. Ever since season 4, all the time Aphmau has been creating content that will make people cry as much as it made people laugh. And all reviewers and reactors and the fans alike, the commenters, anyone, what I saw was that people cried. People cried every time that they were indicated to do so, and I actually didn't. Not because it didn't affect me. It did. It genuinely did. Every single time. However, I know from a logical perspective what Blue Jay Studios are going to do with this series and kind of the direction that it will end up going in. Unless, I'd be very surprised if it ends in a tragedy. I'd be very surprised if this kind of style is the way that MyStreet is going to end. Because I've had a feeling for a while that season 6 might be the last season of MyStreet. We've had tons of prequels, we've had 6 seasons, we've had 3 years of this series. Maybe, yes, 3, maybe even slightly more with the big move. And that was 2015 as well. 3 years of this amazing series. Aphmau's announced there are going to be more things. It's probably time to end. But will it end in this way? I'm not sure. The skeptical part of me says no. It's not going to end in this way. That's generally what I believe. That somehow Aphmau is going to be pardoned in the same way as Aaron. Which is why, again, I'm not crying at this point. I kind of, blinked back a bit, but that was it. Everyone else is going to be in bits at this. Their parents are going to be comforting them, and that's fair enough. If you have that reaction, have that reaction. But in terms of my review, I don't think that's how that's going to happen. Although all the kudos in the world to Blue Jay Studios for creating that illusion. They're taking these stories, this psychological torment, and actually doing something new with it. Or I guess not entirely new, but definitely newer than MyStreet started out. Because it started out, as a typical, I guess, kind of neighborhood show with anime tie-ins and silly, goofy antics, and it became this. That's the sign of true, powerful writing. And that's something that I respect over most other things in entertainment and in the world. So, to Blue Jay Studios, even though the season hasn't finished yet, I'm going to say it anyway. Thank you. And until next time, farewell.